Hello and welcome to this Apprenticeship Line Manager briefing. In this short presentation, I will take you through the key aspects of the apprenticeship programme and your role in supporting your apprentice within each, so that they can develop the professional skills required to complete the programme. You can find more details of each by referring to the Line Manager's Handbook that will be sent to you to accompany this presentation. So welcome again, my name is Claire Mills and I am the Director of Apprenticeship Programmes here at First Intuition in Bristol. I look forward to working with both you and your apprentice as they complete their programme. The role of the apprentice's line manager is primarily to support and challenge them to learn and develop their professional skills. We ask that you work with us to identify learning and development opportunities for your apprentice and promote the professional behaviours and standards expected by the accounting and tax professions. You will attend and contribute to the 10 weekly progress reviews, where we will look at the learning the apprentice has had and will undertake, and you will be able to explain in these meetings the new learning opportunities identified for the coming few weeks and months. So let me start by explaining a little more about our curriculum. As part of the apprenticeship sign-up meeting, we will discuss with both you and your apprentice a study plan that shows the professional qualification courses they will sit and the skills days they will attend that are an integral part of their learning and development. Our curriculum plan also includes formal and reflective development tasks that the apprentice will submit to us through our online learning system. These tasks highlight and reflect on substantial new learning opportunities that have enabled them to develop a range of the skills and behaviours that make up the apprenticeship standards. Now let's look at the apprenticeship skills days in more detail. These are interactive skills days that cover a wide range of experiences and activities, and at the end of each day the apprentice will complete a plenary task, reflecting on what they have learned and how they will take that back into the workplace to stretch and challenge themselves further. There are a range of days based on the level of the apprenticeship being completed, and these will be discussed as part of the sign-up meeting so that the correct days can be timetabled in an order that best suits the individual's need for development. All the days cover a wide range of topics, and across most we touch on additional professional skills that our employers have requested. We include such as emotional intelligence, critical thinking and resilience. After each skills day, your skills and development coach will send you feedback on how your apprentice engaged during the day and what activities they completed. In their next progress review with their coach, the actions they set in their plenary task will also be followed up with you both to see how they are developing and to allow opportunities to stretch for them further. Now let's look at how they will study for their professional qualification. We offer flexibility between face-to-face, online and blended study programmes backed by pre-recorded online lessons, and there are also plenty of course tests, question banks and mock and gap exams for them to complete within our online learning platform. At the end of each course you'll be sent tutor feedback including information on your apprentice's engagement and their mock exam results. Now it is an important part of our apprenticeship programmes that we are inclusive and support all our students to succeed. Jeff Case is our skills and development coach with a designated safeguarding and learning support lead role, and all our skills and development coaches are trained to support any additional learning needs. This includes any difficulties or disabilities apprentices might need support with. Many of our team are also trained mental health first aiders, who can provide additional support to your apprentices to help with a wide range of challenges associated with their apprenticeship and work and life. We also use neurodiversity software that can help diagnose neurodiverse students that might encounter a range of difficulties, including settling into the world of work. Working in addition to study often presents new challenges, and so our diagnostic tool will help identify neurodiversity or hidden learning needs, and then provide strategies to help the apprentice adjust to work and life. The diagnostic is available on demand, so if you think this will benefit your apprentice, please do not hesitate to contact your skills and development coach. An apprenticeship is a formal programme of study and covers not just the exam-based knowledge but development of the knowledge, skills and behaviours that are required by practising professionals. These are known as the apprenticeship standards. Before they are able to complete the apprenticeship and sit their last exam, they are required to have met all these apprenticeship standards to a performing level. Once they have done this, they enter a process called Gateway, which is when you, the apprentice, and we all agree that they are ready to showcase the knowledge, skills and behaviours they have developed by completing their final exam and submitting their project report or portfolio. These final two elements are known as their endpoint assessment. As each apprentice is different, they will move through the apprenticeship standards at their own pace. It is completion of their development tasks that will enable them to demonstrate how they are doing. So now let's look at those in a little bit more detail. At the start of their apprenticeship, we planned off-the-job hours they would spend on new learning development. This is made up of their exam-based courses and skills days, but also includes new tasks and responsibilities in the workplace. They record this time by logging it on an Excel-based learning log, and we ask that they do this weekly. If done regularly, this should take no more than 5 to 10 minutes to do, and they then upload it monthly to their learning system. Between each review, we ask that they and you choose 2 significant examples of new workplace learning, and they write a reflective account of this and to submit to their coach. It should include what the task was, what they have learned and how they will develop further. They identify which of the apprenticeship standards they learned, developed or performed by completing this task. The completion of these will enable them to move through the apprenticeship standards so that they have met all to performing by the time they are ready to sit their final exam. The learning log and the development tasks are important evidence that the apprentice is receiving the off-the-job learning required by the apprenticeship. I have mentioned the progress reviews on a number of occasions now. Let's look at what these are. This is a formal meeting between yourself, the apprentice, and your skills and development coach that reflects the learning that has taken place and then discusses the opportunities for new learning. They are every 10 weeks, and we ask that you prepare for the review by considering what these new learning opportunities might be and how your apprentice might be stretched and challenged. This does not always mean giving them something new to do. It might instead be asking them to take more ownership of a task, seeing it through to completion. We will also discuss their progress towards the off-the-job requirements and the endpoint assessment, and cover the development of English and math skills through practical application into the workplace. We will also discuss aspects of citizenship and enrichment that I will explain shortly. Looking at English and maths in a little more detail, this is about the apprentice taking what they already know and have learned in an academic context and applying it to the workplace. Development might include that they have compiled a particularly tricky email to a client, or that they have set up a new spreadsheet with accounting ratios and completed an assessment of these results. We also encourage the use of free Grammarly app when writing development tasks, so that the apprentice can learn and develop their professional English skills further. Every development task we feed back on includes a Grammarly report that provides a score and areas to improve. It is a requirement of all apprenticeships that this development takes place, so we ask both yourself and the apprentice to consider examples of this ready for the discussion at their review. It is also a requirement that we raise awareness of PREVENT, the UK government's anti-radicalisation strategy, the fundamental British values and safeguarding in the context of good citizenship, enrichment and keeping our apprentices safe and well. We cover a range of topics across these areas in our quarterly newsletter Discussion Point, and this is sent to all apprentices and line managers every quarter. We ask the apprentices to read this and be ready for a discussion about a topic contained within it in their review. We would also really value your engagement with this, as we aim to promote good discussions about the topics contained within. Now, we hope that things always go to plan and that your apprentice completes the requirements of their programme on a regular basis, but we accept that unfortunately this does not always happen, and we have an intervention policy for when this is the case. Apprentices that stay on plan have a green rating on our policy, but might move from green to amber and then red depending on how they fall within the various requirements that make up the apprenticeship. Their status will always be discussed at their progress reviews, and if an apprentice moves to amber, then the coach will agree with both you and them actions to get them back on track. This might include getting their learning log up to date, for example, or completing their agreed development tasks on time. If they fall behind further, then they may move to red, and our Quality and Compliance Manager, Kirsty Ryan, will then become involved and a formal intervention plan is put in place. This might include not allowing them to start their next talk course until they have caught up on all outstanding actions. As an apprentice moves to amber and red, we might also need to extend the study plan and therefore the duration of their apprenticeship. Extensions can impact on the apprenticeship price and might result in additional cost to you, the employer. Your skills and development coach will talk you through this if this becomes a possibility. And we also have a blue rating on our intervention policy. This is for our outstanding students who always display good professional behaviours, including ensuring that development tasks are well written, contain few spelling and grammar mistakes, and development of professional writing skills is one of our employers' top responses when asked how we can improve our apprenticeships further. So that's the end of this presentation. I hope it's been helpful. As I said earlier, much of this information is also contained in our Line Manager's Handbook, but please remember your coach is also there to support you with any queries or questions you might have. Thank you for listening.